Yo, what's up? This is my first ever video on this channel. We're gonna do a chest day and a little Q&A. I asked you guys to send me in some questions, which you did, and a lot of you did. So I don't know how many questions we'll get through today, but I'll try answering some of your questions, and then we're gonna hit a chest and triceps day. So yeah, I don't know how consistent I'll be at posting these type of long form videos. I'm not gonna promise anything, but yeah, we'll see how this goes. And if you have any advice or something you want to see, then write that down in the comments or message me or whatever, right? So yeah, and also want to do these type of long form videos because on Instagram or on TikTok you don't really see a bit of my personality, but of what I'm thinking, because there's much more behind the gym than just what exercises to choose and stuff. It's a lot about mentality and stuff. So yeah, let's get into the questions. So I just want to say thank you for everyone who sent questions. I really appreciate that. If your question didn't get answered today, I'll try answering them. If not, I'll always do another one of these, so you can always ask that again. So yeah, okay, the first question is gonna be alright. Hey Kala, been really struggling with confidence and motivation. Do you have any tips for me? Confidence. I feel like a lot of people nowadays are fake, right? Put on some fake persona, fake confidence. I guess the advice I can give you is make sure that the same person that you think you are is the same person you actually are. So that when you have those moments where you say to yourself, hey, I'm gonna go to the gym today, you go, you know what I mean? When it comes down to it, when no one's watching, when your girlfriend's asleep, when your friends are asleep, when there's no one there to check whether you actually did or not, what type of person are you? Are you the type just to sleep in and go to bed, or are you the type to show up? So I think it's important to over and over again prove to yourself that you're the same person that you think you are versus that you actually are. And as those compound, and every time you say you're going to do something, you actually do it, you're going to have that self-confidence, that belief in yourself, that when you say you're going to do something, you actually go and do it. And trust me, that will go across everything in your life, not just the gym or whatever, but it could be work, it could be school, it could be whatever. So yeah. And on motivation, you can't rely on it. You cannot rely on it, because you're gonna go through moments where you're more motivated, you're less motivated. I guess the thing I can say is do things that you really enjoy. And I guess in terms of the gym, hit a workout split or hit gym exercises. They might not be the most optimal, but if you enjoy them, you're gonna show up and you're gonna get much more gains than having the most optimal split and not being excited to turn up. And yeah, so do stuff you genuinely enjoy, and trust me, you'll get a lot further. Because the thing is, like, everyone can be consistent at scrolling on TikTok or being on Instagram every day because you enjoy it. So set up your life in a way which you're doing things you enjoy. And obviously there's gonna be things where you have to do stuff that you don't enjoy, but make sure that's far and few between. So yeah, I hope that answered your question. Second question, what supplements are you taking? So I just take the basic stuff, creatine and protein powder. Are they necessary? Probably not, to be honest. Creatine, there was that study done where like 50% of people didn't notice any differences and the other 50 noticed super small differences. So yeah, if you're looking for that last 1 or 2% performance, if that, maybe you should be taking creatine. Probably not though. I mean, I feel like people are so focused on being optimal nowadays and finding that 1 or 2% when there's 99% of the other stuff, like training hard, like proper form and stuff, that they're not doing, and they're so focused on that 1% that that other 20% that they could be unlocking by locking in a gym, training hard and everything. It's going to gain you much more. It's going to get you more gains, right? So creatine isn't going to be necessary in my opinion. Of course you can take it. I don't notice any differences, but I still take it. Protein powder, it's a good supplement, right? Keyword supplement, so you don't have to take it. Problem is with like protein powder, especially when I'm on my cut right now, 2 scoops of protein powder is like 270 calories, and it doesn't fill me up. I'd rather have a steak worth 270 calories than a protein shake that I drink water and get it down within a second. So yeah. Other supplements, caffeine I sometimes take. Pre-workout I don't take. Pre-workout is gonna be much more effective than creatine. So if I take 1 or 2 pre-workout or creatine, I take pre-workout. Electrolytes, they're not gonna be necessary. If you're taking electrolytes, I wouldn't. You're going to the gym, you're not sweating that much, your body's not losing enough of the electrolytes for you to be needing to replenish them. So yeah, it's just not necessary unless you're doing like a lot of running or something, then yeah. But if you're just showing up to the gym, it's not gonna be necessary. Apart from that, like vitamins and stuff, I don't take. Perhaps I should, but right now I'm not on that. But I think honestly with supplements, if your diet is good and you're having a mixed diet, it's not necessary. Obviously you can take it, but it's not gonna be necessary. Already 7 minutes in, fucking hell. Alright, we'll do one more question. Alright, this isn't even a question. It just says breakup advice. I am definitely not the right person to ask for breakup advice. I really struggle with breakups. Something to do with loss. That really affects me. I guess the advice I can give you is, if you have been broken up or you broke up with someone, is work on yourself. There's things that you did wrong, probably, well, guaranteed, right? Even if you think it was completely their fault, there's things that you can work on for yourself to become better for your future relationships. So yeah, work on yourself. Realize your flaws and try improving those. I guess the other thing I can say is, don't do this revenge thing. It doesn't exist. The way you're gonna get back at someone is by becoming better, and perhaps they realize that they missed out on you, but putting all this energy into getting back at them, you're wasting your time and it's not gonna work. So take all the energy, because I know it might be weird to say, but you've been put in a unique position where you've been given a unique opportunity. And what I mean by that is, you have all these emotions, this anger, this sadness, the disappointment. So use that, right? Use that for good. Use that for your passions, for the gym, for school, for work, whatever. But yeah, I'm probably not the right person to give advice, but if that helps, I hope it does. So yeah. there's too many questions for me to answer here. So what I'll do is I'll probably make another one of these. I'll see. But if not, I'll probably do a Q&A on my Instagram. So go over there and see if I make a story post or whatever. Just check that out. But yeah, I'm gonna hit my chest workout. Quickly break down the workout. Gonna hit incline Smith press first. Probably hit 2 sets of 8 to 10 reps, and then we're gonna do some pec deck. Probably 3 sets of 8 to 10, and then gonna hit some triceps. So start with a single arm extension with a cuff, and then do some machine dips. But yeah, that's gonna be pretty much it. All right, let's get into the workout.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you, 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 won't you let the light shine through. In the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
Alright, so gym session done. Was a pretty good one, to be honest. Was dialed in. Still getting stronger. I'm still progressing, which is a good sign. If you have made it this far into this video, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for all the support and everything. I've got some big things coming up that I'm excited to share. So yeah, thank you. That's it. Alright, peace.